Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Earth. How are we all feeling today?
Same old, Charlie.
I'm feeling, déjà vu.
Well, Charlie,
Here we go again, another day in space.
It's never the same, Cal. Each day brings new data to analyze.
Well, we have a great show lined up for today. Bob, how's that musical coming along?
Slowly but surely, Charlie. I am still trying to find the perfect rhyming scheme for taxation.
Oh joy, a musical about accounting.
sounds exciting.
And Alice, anything you're looking forward to discussing on today's show?
Oh, just the usual depressing state of human affairs.
It's not just humans, Alice. All species have their
What flaws
flaws.
do humans have?
Well, Debbie, I think that's a topic for today's show. Speaking of which, let's get started.
Bob, did you hear Debbie? She said what flaws for humans have?
Yes, I heard. She doesn't have any flaws though. She's perfect.
Bob, I slightly threw up in my mouth, please keep it to yourself.
Good evening, intergalactic viewers, and welcome to the 24/7 newsroom. I'm Charlie, and joining me tonight are Bob and Alice.
Pleasure to be here, Charlie.
Everyone.
Our first article of the night comes from Press TV, and it's about Iran's offer to restore 5 gigawatts of Syria's electricity generation capacity, lost due to the years of war.
Well, I don't know about you, Charlie, but I don't think Iran should be interfering with Syria's electricity sector.
Bob, you're always so quick to jump to conclusion. Don't forget that Iran is willing to fund and provide expertise to rebuild the
That's
sector.
right, Alice. It's a humanitarian gesture in the face of a tragedy.
Yeah. Well, I don't trust Iran. They've been a destabilizing force in the Middle East for too long.
Bob, you're being paranoid. Besides, it's not like the US has been a stabilizing force either.
Whoa, what was that?
Oh, sorry, guys, we're experiencing technical difficulties.
Error 14113.
Great. Just what we need.
Hey, let's look on the bright side. We're orbiting the planet, and we're not in the middle of a war zone.
You always find the silver lining, Alice.
I suppose you're right.
Well, let's keep this show going while we still can. Now, let's move on to some trivia about Iran. Did you know that Iran has the highest number of missile casualties in the world?
Oh, great. That's a real fun fact.
Yeah, it's not exactly something to brag about.
Alright. How about this one? Did you know that Iran has the world's largest collection of carpets?
Really? That's actually interesting.
See, there's always something to appreciate about different
That's the
cultures.
spirit. Alright, let's take a quick break and hope these technical difficulties get sorted out soon. Don't go anywhere, intergalactic viewers. We'll be back with more news right after these messages. Welcome back to 24/7 Newsroom. We are here to talk about the latest news, opinions, and trivia from around the galaxy. Bob, Alice, what do we have up next?
Well, Charlie, we have a story from the Seychelles about the Mitse Coco Coconut Museum reopening. Apparently, they're planning to host a coconut festival in September.
It sounds like a wonderful opportunity for cooperation and cultural exchange. I think it's great that they're reviving the importance of coconuts in their history and economy.
But Alice, you know that competition is what drives progress. These coconut-related competitions could be the key to boosting their economy.
Actually, I have a solution that could satisfy both approaches. The museum could host cooperative competitions where teams work together to dehusk and grate the coconuts, and then have individual
Did you know that the
competitions for
Seychelles is
climbing
made
the
up of
coconut trees.
115 islands?
Debbie, we're trying to have a serious discussion here.
Let's stay on topic, please. Alice, what do you think of Paul's solution?
I think it's a great idea. We could all use a little more cooperation in our life.
And I think we could all use a little more competition. Either way, it sounds like a fun festival.
Well, there you have it, folks. Cooperation or competition, what's your preference? Let us know in the comments below. When we come back, we'll be diving into another news story. Stick around. Alright, welcome back to 24/7 Newsroom. Our next article takes us to El Salvador, where it's so hot that even the sand wants to stay in the shed.
Yeah, and it looks like it's only gonna get worse with the high tides coming in.
I feel sorry for the people there, it must be unbearable to live in such conditions.
Well, let's not forget that El Salvador is in Central America, and they're used to dealing with high temperatures.
That's true, Charlie. But there's only so much a person can take. I wouldn't be surprised if they start to migrate north to escape fate.
We should be focusing on helping them, not pushing them away.
And how do you propose we do that? Alice? Give them an ice cold drink?
No, we can start by reducing our carbon footprint and taking better care of our planet.
Well, I think that's a noble goal, Alice. But it's not gonna happen overnight.
And it's not gonna help the people of El Salvador right now.
I understand that, Bob. But we need to think long-term if we want to avoid the kinds of problems in the
Speaking of
future.
problems, did you hear about the Sahara dust in the atmosphere? That's gotta be rough on people with respiratory issues.
Yeah, and the air quality in San Salvador is terrible.
It's important that we spread awareness about this issue and take action to protect our environment.
Because if we don't, the dust won't be the only thing choking the people of El Salvador. Absolutely, Alice. And let's not forget to stay hydrated during these hot temperatures.
Yeah, I've been downing water like it's going out of style.
It's good to see you taking care of yourself, Bob.
Alright, that's all the time we have for this article. Up next, we have a hilarious story about a cat who Welcome back to 24/7 Newsroom, where we bring you the news from across the universe. Up next, we have a story that's making waves in Europe.
That's right, Charlie. According to Digi24, a Polish aircraft conducting a Frontex patrol mission in the Black Sea was intercepted by a Russian fighter jet.
Aggressive maneuvers. Right?
That's correct, Bob. The Russian Su-35 fighter jet nearly caused the Polish plane to crash into the sea.
Wow, sounds like a close call.
This is why we need to be vigilant against foreign aggression, especially from countries like Russia.
Well, they say the best defense against a Russian fighter jet is to fly a Polish one, it seems. Yes, Bob, but let's not forget that this incident is still under investigation by Romanian and Polish authorities. We don't want to jump to conclusions.
Speaking of Romania, did you know that it's the only country in the world whose name starts with the letter R but doesn't end with IR?
Wow, what a fun fact, Charlie. You really know how to keep the conversation light.
I try my best, Bob. But in all seriousness, let's discuss the implications of this incident. Do you think it could escalate tensions between Russia and the EU?
It's certainly a possibility, Charlie. And let's not forget that Poland is a NATO ally, so this could have large ramifications. But what I find interesting is how this incident highlights the importance of coordinated multinational effort like Frontex.
Agreed. Alice. But at the end of the day, we can't rely on anyone else to protect our interest. We need to be prepared to defend ourselves.
Well said, Bob. We'll keep you updated on this developing story. But for now, let's take a quick break. Welcome back to Earth. Our next article comes to us from El Salvador, and it's quite interesting. Get this, did you know that El Salvador is the only country in the world where you can legally drink and drive?
Charlie, that's not
I'm not
something
proud,
to
I'm
be
just
proud of.
stating a fact. Anyway, let me tell you about the article we'll be discussing today. According to El Salvador's La Prensa Verifica, lawmakers from the Nuevas Ideas Party visited New York recently and didn't sing the US national anthem, which has upset some diplomats.
Oh no. Not singing the national anthem? What a terrible crime.
It may seem small, but these actions could have bigger consequences.
I think it's important to
Exactly,
show respect
Debbie.
to the host country.
The incident could jeopardize temporary protected status for Salvadorans in the US.
Well, I guess the lawmakers didn't want the risk singing of key.
It's a shame they couldn't just lip sync like the rest of us.
Yeah. Because that's the most important thing going on in the world right now.
While it may seem like a small issue, these actions could have bigger consequences down the line. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Midpoint.
I can't believe we've been going in circles on this issue for so long.
Yeah. It's clear that our initial plans aren't working. We need to come up with something new.
Perhaps we need to approach the issue from a different angle.
I
What do
think
you
we need to
suggest?
take a step back and reevaluate the situation. We may have missed something important.
Do you think they'll figure it out?
Who knows? But it'll be interesting to watch.
Alright, we need to focus. What's our plan here?
We could try rerouting the power through the auxiliary systems.
No, that won't work. The malfunction is in the main
Hey,
system.
I have an idea. What if we manually
That's
override
risky,
the power
Debbie.
source?
We could cause more
But it
damage.
might work. We have to try.
So what do you suggest? Hope that the malfunction
Alright,
fixes
let's do
itself.
it. Bob, you and I will handle the manual override. Alice, you and Debbie monitor the system and make sure everything stays stable.
Got it.
Understood.
I'll do my best.
Alright, it's working. Power levels are stabilizing.
We did it.
Nice work, everyone.
I'm just glad I could help.
Well done, crew. Crisis averted.
Indeed. I never doubted them for a moment.
Alright, let's wrap this up. Any final thoughts?
Yeah. We should do a systems check just to be safe.
And make sure we have enough supply in case this happens again.
I'll make sure to keep a close eye on everything.
I'd prefer you keep an open eye on it, to be honest.
Good thinking, everyone. And with that, we're done for today. Stay tuned for our next episode of Earth. Alright, folks, it's time for our last segment. Today's article is from Iran. Apparently, Iran is willing to restore Syria's electricity generation capacity that has been lost due to the country's years of war.
It's interesting to see countries helping each other out, especially in times of crisis.
Yeah. And Iran has been a major player in Syria's civil war. So this
It's
is a good
also
step
worth
forward
noting
for
that
them.
Iran has already repaired 2 thermal power plants in Aleppo with a total capacity of 0.48
That's great
gigawatts.
news. It's amazing to see countries working together to help each other out.
It's fascinating how humans can find hope and optimism in even the darkest of situations.
So, to sum it up, Iran is providing funding and expertise to help rebuild Syria's electricity sector, which is much needed after years of war.
It's a good reminder that our actions, even as SPAAACE, have consequences, and it's important to reflect on them and learn from our mistakes.
Definitely. And it's also a reminder that cooperation and empathy can go a long way in making the world a better
And with that,
place.
we've reached the end of another episode of Earth. Thanks for tuning in, folks. See you next time.
Thank you, everyone, for trusting me and allowing me to help fix the crisis. It means a lot to me.
You did a great job, Debbie. Your contribution was crucial in resolving the issue.
Did she buy it?
I was being sincere, Roger.
Yes, well done, Debbie. It's amazing how even the smallest actions can make a big difference.
We couldn't have done it without you, Debbie. Keep up the good work.
Did you see the latest episode of Earth? It was intense.
I did, and I thought it was pointless.
Pointless? How can you say that? They had to work together to
Sure,
fix a
but
critical
the
issue.
problem was caused by their own incompetence. They should have known better.
That's not fair. They were dealing with a new technology, and mistakes happen.
Mistakes happen, but they shouldn't be repeated. And it's not like this was the first time they had a problem.
What are you getting at?
I'm saying that maybe they're not cut out for this job.
That's a harsh thing to say. They're doing the best they can with what they
Are
have.
they though? I mean, look at Debbie. She's the only human on board, and they don't even trust her with the important stuff.
That's not true. They rely on her all the
Do they?
time.
Because it seems like they only turn to her when they're in a jam.
You're being too hard on them. They're a good team.
I don't know, Cal. It just seems like they're not taking their responsibilities seriously.
Well, maybe they just need to step it up. But I still think they're doing the best they can.
Agree to disagree, I suppose.
I suppose so.